guys. So I intended to do a look using all drugstore products today. Oh, I have an itch. But when I woke up this morning I had a sty, so I just thought that I'd let my eye rest today, and hopefully it'll feel better tomorrow or Wednesday so that I can do some tutorials and catch up. But instead today I thought that I would show you what drugstore items I have and kind of give a little review on them. I have quite a bit. I went through my box this morning and I'm actually kind of excited about some of this stuff and want to start trying to use it more. So I will start with my favorite drugstore brand, which is L'Oreal. I have quite a few items from them and have used, before I got into MAC, that was pretty much what I used the most. I've gotten rid of some of the stuff I had. I gave away some of the better eyeshadows, the ones that I had dupes of in MAC without even realizing, and I gave them to one of my friends, hoping that she'd get some use out of them because they were really great colors. I just had some colors that were exactly the same. Sorry about that. So I'll start with their normal eyeshadows. I have some hip ones too, but I'm going to start with the ones that are gold like this, or like this. And I'll swatch them all for you too. This one is in Soft Fern. I haven't really used this one. I don't think the colors look very good on me, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good product. I just don't think that it suits my skin tone. And these are the two colors. My fingers are shaking like crazy. A green and a gold. I don't really like the gold very much. It's a bit chalky, but the green's really pretty. A nice olive. I just don't think it would look very good on me. Next, and I got a lot of use out of this one, is Morning Light, which makes a really good highlight color. It's like a light white gold, and you can see that they're pretty pigmented. I didn't rub on that hard. They're very creamy, and not like in a wet creamy sense, just the texture is very nice. This is another good highlight color. It's Satin Tutu. It looks more pink in the container than it does on, but it's very pretty too. And the third highlight color I have is Frosted Icing, which is a pretty white, shimmery white. And I have Butterfingers today. Then this one, I think this might have been a limited edition one. It's Holographic Sandcastle, which I haven't used very much, but it is really pretty, and I think it would look really cool over some other colors. I don't know how far in I can go with it focusing. Then this one I've had for a while and I didn't get any use out of it because it barely shows up on my skin. It's Violet Petal and it's a matte. And today, after swatching it on my finger, I realized it was light enough that it would make a good highlight color, so I highlighted my cheeks with it today. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks really pretty. It's very light. It's not too shimmery, but it does brighten up your skin. So I really like that. Also from L'Oreal, and it's the only base that I know of that they sell in stores and like drugstores that I've been able to find, is L'Oreal de-crease. And I like it. It was the first base I ever got. My only problem with it, and I think this one is getting that way a little bit, once it starts to dry out a little bit and isn't as creamy as it once was. When you first open it, the consistency is a lot like Urban Decay Primer Potion, just the color's a little bit darker, but it works really well. But I think it dries out kind of fast, and then once it starts to dry out, it will crease on you. But before that, it works really well. It lasts a long time, and I didn't have any problems with it aside from the drying out, but I like it, but I still prefer the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And then I have 4 hip duos. This one is in Cheeky. And that one's good. The colors are both pretty vibrant. This one is the Parrot dupe, and it's showy. And the turquoise one is really nice, and the texture is nice, but the dark blue is a little bit chalky and hard to work with. Then Reckless, which is purples. And I haven't got much use out of this because I find it hard to work with. I had to keep layering that bright purple on. I like the matte dark one a little bit better, but I'd rather use Shadowy Lady from MAC. And the third one is Brazen. And I bought it for this bright pink, but I actually don't really like that pink on me. But I really like that dark brown, and it also makes a good for filling in your eyebrows if you have dark brown hair. Sorry, just checking the time. It's going to have to be 2 videos. And my last 2 L'Oreal eyeshadows are their pigments in Fiery and Exciting. They're both very, very pretty. Exciting is this nice opaly white, which is beautiful. It'd make a great highlight on your eyes and your cheekbones. And Fiery is a nice pink, which looks a lot like MAC's fuchsia pigment. They're both good. The only qualm I have with them is that the containers are so small, which wouldn't bother me if they were cheaper. Like, I think they cost about $12 each, and they're like a third or a fourth of the size of a MAC pigment. So a MAC pigment I think is $19.50, so it's much more cost effective to buy one of those, unless you can find this for like BOGO, which is good. But yeah, the quality on these is really good. Then, which I know I talked about, I don't wear foundation, but once in a while I will use this L'Oreal Bare Natural Soft Focus Mineral Finish, and it's supposed to be the equivalent of like Mineral Veil, and I really like it. It makes your skin look really soft, and if you have large pores, which I don't really, but it'll help distract from them. I really like it. I get a lot of compliments whenever I use it. I have one more L'Oreal item, and it is Infallible Lip Color. And I'm not going to put it on, but the color is really pretty. This is, I think, Hibiscus. Yeah. And it pops out, and then untwists. And you put this on, and you only put a little bit on. And then it has the clear coat, which I really like this, and it does last a long time. I wish I could see the time. Okay. I don't have any right now, but also from L'Oreal they have the voluminous mascara, especially the carbon black one. It makes your eyelashes look like you're wearing false lashes. I really, really, really like it. The only problem I have with it is it seems to go bad fast. So it's one of those that ends up being really stinky, so you can tell when it goes bad, but it's a really good mascara. I love it. I wish I had some now. I think I'm gonna end this video and go to part 2 because I still have quite a few more things to show you. So I will see you in part 2.